No better place than this.
They're almost there! Complete the mission.
What's up everyone, welcome to iTalk Games. Today I'm going to talk about a tower defense game I came across recently called Orcs Must Die 3. It's clearly the third installment in a series, but it's the first one I've come across and played. I've got my girlfriend into gaming somewhat recently, and with Game Pass, every time we want to find something new, we just filter by co-op and give interesting looking titles a shot. That was the case with this game. I don't typically love tower defense games, but it fit the criteria and I actually ended up having a lot of fun with it. You play as a kid with magical abilities and physical weapons, tasked with stopping hordes of orcs from getting into your rift. You do that in a couple of ways. It being a tower defense game, the orcs will come at you in waves. You can see the number of waves for each level in the top right corner, and you'll see ghosts of the orcs before and between most waves, showing you their path. So the first way to defend your rift is traps. Traps can be laid at any time, between or during waves, and they do different things, from slowing the orcs down, to shocking them, to pushing them off the map or into other traps. This can be pretty entertaining, and you can combine traps with other traps, or combine them with elements built into the world to really have some fun with this. Be careful not to knock your orcs into your rift though. On top of the traps, you have access to various weapons you can use, all with primary and secondary attacks, including a specialty weapon for your character that has unlimited primary ammo. As you play, you can unlock new weapons with different attack types and AoE and knockback effects, as well as new traps with different types of damage, placements, and effects as well. There's quite a few different level designs, with different paths and varying entrances for the orcs. On top of that, there's occasional war mode levels with bigger hordes and stronger traps. With the many different weapons, traps, and level designs, there was enough variety that the game felt fresh, and had me looking forward to what was next. I continue to return to the game too to try and get a perfect run on every level. Speaking of perfect runs, in order to perfect each level, you have to finish it within the allotted time without letting any orcs through. Don't be discouraged if you have to play through the levels multiple times though. It's necessary to unlock some of the better weapons and traps, and it'll take some time to figure out the right combination of traps and weapons that'll help you beat the par time on each level, or honestly, to simply complete some of the later, harder ones. Gameplay-wise, it's surprisingly fluid. When I watched the trailer, I was worried about building traps, but the scale of the traps compared to the map sizes makes laying them very easy. In between waves, you can just as easily pick up the traps you set and get a refund so you can place them near a different door or defend a different area. I wish you could move traps during waves as well. Sometimes when trying to lay things quickly, I tended to misalign them and wanted to fix it. But other than that, I was pleasantly surprised with that aspect of the game. Combat is relatively simple, but given the multiple amounts of weapons, you can definitely have some variety in your playstyle. Each weapon has a primary and secondary attack, and they use mana so you can't constantly spam the stronger secondary attacks. The weapons feel a little weak at times, but headshots matter, and with the weapon's unique upgrades, they definitely do damage. I wish there was something that let me mow down a bunch of orcs at once and made me feel OP, even for a second, but it's fluid and intuitive, and I never necessarily felt underpowered. The traps feel similarly to the weapons in that at times they feel a bit weak, but they certainly get the job done. They've also got unique upgrades that allow the trap to be more powerful or work better in some way, such as increasing the duration or widening the area of effect. Throughout all of my playing, I never thought one option was better than the other. There needs to be a good balance of traps and weapons in order to succeed. Just be cognizant about pushing orcs closer to your rift than you're expecting.
Please, no!
Because you can push them in, and it's frustrating when you do.
No!
Overall, I'm really enjoying this game, especially as something to play with my girlfriend. It's very approachable, but still gives a nice challenge, especially when going for par times. Speaking of, we're working on perfecting all the levels, so stay tuned or check those videos out depending on when you're watching this and when I upload them. Thanks for watching. If you've played Orcs Must Die 3, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And I've got to say it, it's obligatory. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.
Peace.